SABA Radio.
Hey, this is Chad Shapiro from SABA. Very excited about this interview today. Just getting a chance to meet Pastor Bill Swanson from Chavano Baptist Church. And it's one of the great churches in the San Antonio area. And just excited to have him on. He's going to be featured upcoming on the SABA radio channel. You want to make sure to listen in because they are doing some incredible things over there. Pastor Bill, thank you for being here with us. I know you're busy.
Absolutely, Chad. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to just spend some time with you and talk a little bit.
So can you tell us a little bit about your church? I just don't want anybody to miss it because this is the most important, one of the great churches within the association at SABA, and the address and the name again, if you could remind everybody.
Sure. It's Chavano Baptist Church. The address is 5047 De Zavala Road out on the northwest side. And we've been here for a while. The church has been here for a while. I've been pastor for a little while, but it's just a great church.
Tell us a little about the history, if you can, like how long it's been around.
Oh gosh, the church has been here since mid '80s sometime, and I guess it's been up and down. It's like churches.
Yeah.
The neighborhood has changed, and so on and so forth, but. It's a small church. We've always been a small church. We are across the street from a huge church. And so we attract a different kind of person than those who are looking for, people who are looking for a small church.
Which are a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Talk about some of the benefits of that, just for everybody that's maybe listening, that's unchurched, not even doesn't even go to church.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of advantages to a small church. You get to know people.
Yeah.
You see the same people each week. I had one guy, a visitor last week, who said, I was really looking for a small church because I want to see the same people each week. I don't want to sit next to a different person in church every week.
Yeah.
So you get to know each other better. You get some accountability there. You get some support there, some help in your walk. You make some really good friends.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Different dynamic than a huge mega church.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And how did you yourself get started in ministry?
Oh, in ministry, man, that's a interesting story. I've been here as a church member since '92.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, and so then I was teaching Sunday school and doing all those kinds of things. Became a deacon. I was doing it. '99. I started doing the music. I owned a computer business. We did fast food restaurants and did software and hardware and all that kind of stuff. And in 2008, God said, sell your business and go to seminary. And it's like, no, God, you got the wrong guy.
Right. No.
I don't want to do that. I'll and look at all the good I'm doing for the church.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, I said, sell your business and go to seminary.
Wow.
So, okay, well, how about this? How about I sell most of my business and I work full time and go to seminary part time? And that's what I started doing. And God said, you're not listening.
Oh, wow.
To business and go to seminary. So I ended up selling the rest of my business, went to seminary as an old guy, was the oldest guy in most of my classes, and just been working. I told him I'd go to seminary just to be a better Sunday school teacher. I did not want to be a pastor.
Wow.
Semester, I was in a New Testament class, and it was, so why are you here? Everybody's going around, why are you here? And I said, I have no idea why I'm here. God did. God knew. And as I went through, it became more and more obvious I was supposed to be a pastor. And so that's where I've been. I've been here as a pastor since 2013. So,
wow, praise God.
That's good, man. Yeah.
So I've learned, coming from business world a little bit myself, somebody said that background will help you do well.
Oh, sure.
How do you think that's transferred over for you?
Well, there's a lot of different ways. First of all, owning my own business, I'm used to having to make decisions. I'm used to having to do things and not knowing what's going to happen. Went into business doing computers and, like I said, in restaurants when you had to really convince somebody to put a computer in a restaurant.
Yeah.
It was way back. And so we suffered for a long time, and then God finally opened the doors, and things were there. So just being able to trust God, it was all his business to start with. It was his when I started it. And, so that's why he could tell me when to sell it.
That's so true. That's good.
Yeah. And it also helps. I can relate to people with the things that they're going through. I've been the employee, I've been the manager, I've been the owner, I've been everybody's boss, the whole thing. And I can relate on different levels to people with the things that they're going through. It also helps a lot, and this is going to sound kind of weird, but people always have all different kinds of questions, and they'll come to me with financial questions. It's, what do I do? What do I do? So with my background, I'm able to help them with those kinds of things as well.
Gigantic ministry, that's for sure. Right?
Oh yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you.
A lot of different stuff.
So, what is your favorite part of ministry or of leading Chavano Baptist Church?
Okay, well, my favorite thing, the thing that I really feel that God has gifted me to do is to teach. That I care. I've got caring and teaching. Those are my spiritual gifts. Let me turn that off. Sorry.
No problem.
That's somebody texting me with a question. So my spiritual gifts are teaching and caring, and so that's my main thing. That's how I try to share what God has given me, is through teaching and, like I said, through caring for people. One of the other things that I do is I work with a group. It's a World Hope Bible Institute, and we teach overseas, third world countries. I go 2, 3, 4 times a year. I will go overseas and teach pastors that had no access to seminary. So that's to me, that's just gold to me. I just go and share. And then these pastors, they take what I teach and they go back out into their churches. And
that's awesome.
It's just a great way to share what God has blessed me with, because he has blessed me with being able to get the education and just with the ability to teach. My church, it's not my church, but this small church can impact the lives of tens of thousands of people as I go and teach. And so that's a blessing. It's a real blessing to me. And I love to do that. So.
Wow. So that kind of leads into my next question, which is, you already answered it, like about the future. You guys are just have this global ministry coming out of Chavano Baptist Church. And, I mean, you're already doing it. I could see but what vision and kind of in the future you do see yourself heading in the church?
Well, our goal here, our desire here at the church is to reach this neighborhood first. This neighborhood, we have a lot of people who go to church who are not saved. And so that's one of our big things, is how do we reach the church non-Christian? It's a difficult ministry field. They think they're saved, and first thing you have to do is convince them that they're not saved. So our goal is to reach this neighborhood, and then beyond that to reach the city, and then beyond that the nation. And Jesus model, right? Acts 1:8. And so we're just trying to hit on all those different levels all at the same time.
Well, it sounds like you're doing it. And
we are. It's one of the things that I'm not going to do that. No. It'll sound bad, and it's not. But one of the things that I do there at SABA is I work with the Kingdom Expansion Group. At least I started working with the Kingdom Expansion Group, but I want to go do it, not talk about it.
Yeah.
So it sounds bad, but I don't want it to sound that way.
So the Kingdom Expansion Group is missionary minded, right? Like
missionary minded is to help other churches to become more mission minded.
Amen. That's awesome. Well, this is a tool. You know, SABA is excited to use the Facebook page and to be a resource. And what's nice about your ministry already, you're ministering to people globally. And
Absolutely.
Technology like Facebook is very global, and the radio station, which is going to be featured at sabaradio.org, and it's music, Christian music, great preaching from pastors like you, and so we're excited. What excites you about the potential with SABA Radio and being able to be on there?
Well, for me, it's another way to get the message of Jesus Christ out. Not just here in the city, but since it's on the internet, it's worldwide. Anybody anywhere can log on or just connect with it, and boom, you're a part of their life. And I'm just excited about that.
Well, we're excited to have you, and I've been listening to it a lot and just been sitting there and inspired by some of the podcasts that are featured on the radio and hearing upcoming sermons from yourself. So everybody that gets a chance to watch this, get over to Baptist Church over at Chavano Baptist Church on De Zavala off I-10. Was that right?
I-10, yeah. We're right across the street from Clark High School.
Right across the street from Clark High. We'll see Pastor Bill Swanson there. And get ready. We'll post times on Facebook, and you'll be able to see. But sabaradio.org, you'll get a chance to be able to hear him preach on a weekly basis. So thank you for your time. We're excited to have you a big part of this.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right. Take care. God bless you, everybody.
God bless you, Chad. Thanks.
SABA Radio.